What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dean, aka the Blue Crusader. So, I did a video 1 or 2 days ago on how to install mods on Terraria with the newest version of tModLoader. So as a little bit of a follow-up tutorial video, I'm going to do a video and show you guys how to download custom maps on Terraria. Now the method is mostly the same as before. It's near enough exactly the same, but I'm going to show you the current method and the best way to do it, and also the best source to actually get Terraria maps. So let's get into it. You may be familiar with the website CurseForge. Usually we use this a lot when we're covering Minecraft mods. This is usually where I link all the downloads to, and for the most part the most reliable source to download mods for Minecraft, and also now maps and mods for Terraria if you don't download the mods through tModLoader. It's a legit website hosted by Twitch, owned by Twitch. So basically you can go ahead and you can sort them by popularity, total downloads, a few different categories on the left side, so we can look at all these different maps under these categories. So I'm just going to show you an example. There's actually some really cool maps though. Builder's Workshop, which has all of the building materials in the game, which was last updated this month as well, which is actually pretty cool. So that's actually updated for the newest patch, which is very reassuring. Then there's a map with all of the items, but that was last updated in 2017. So if you're downloading new maps on the newest version, just keep in mind that you can actually see when it was last updated. So a lot of these are kind of a few years old when they last got updated. Created in 2015, and this was updated also in 2015. So a lot of these maps might be quite old, so you want to make sure they're in the range of usually 2019 to 2020. The 2020 maps are probably the best. You can just sort them by the last updated as well if you want to get new maps. That's the best way to have a look at stuff that was posted recently or at least updated to the newest versions. So we can download this really awesome skyship map for an example. I'm going to download this Builder's Workshop. In fact, I'm actually going to go ahead and actually download a few maps and just test them all out and show you all of these maps. Some of them are going to be new maps, some of them are going to be old, but I'm just going to download them and just show you the process. So you can obviously see all the descriptions. Usually they will tell you what comes with a map. So this has tons of chests, all of the NPCs and houses, pets and mounts for an example. So we'll go ahead, you can click download here, or you can go into the files section and it will actually give you all of the past versions. The current download will usually be the latest one, so if you click just the download button up here, it will usually be the latest updated download or the most recommended stable one. So we've downloaded that. I'm just going to go ahead and just do the same for all the others and just download Builder's Workshop, the Asian Sky build, and then I'm going to go and minimize this. And I've opened up the folder already, but I will show you how to get into the worlds folder. I'm going to go to my downloads folder, copy all of these worlds which I've just copied over, and I'm going to paste them in here for now, okay? And I'm just going to cut them. It doesn't matter where you paste them, just make sure you've cut them so we have a place to store them. And you want to go to your My Documents folder. It used to be in the Steam Apps folder, in the Terraria folder, in the Steam directory, but it's since been changed since a lot of the older ways of installing maps. So now you go into My Games, Terraria, and then Worlds. You can also install the resource packs if you want to know how to install texture packs and resource packs. I will have that linked to the end of this video, so you can check that tutorial out. But the mod loader's in here, the resource pack's in here, and the worlds folder, which we're focusing on, is in here as well. And here's all my worlds which we've created. So I'm going to Ctrl and V to paste these in. This .wld, these two .wld, which is a .world file, these are fine as they are. We don't have to do anything with these because they're already in the folder. But if it comes in a zip file, we are going to extract it. So I'm going to extract it with WinRAR, and then inside I'm going to highlight all of these, cut them, and then paste them in here just as a WLD world file. So now these should actually theoretically work. And then all we have to do is just run Terraria, and we're going to test the maps and show you how simple that is. That's just basically the process, how to install them. So now I'm going to kind of give a little bit of a tour of the maps, check out the maps, show that they're working, and we'll just see what the maps are all about. This isn't going to be a map review or anything, but I'm just going to show you all of the maps and prove that they work, and then we'll take a look what's actually inside all of them. Okay, boom, we are actually in the game. So hopefully now, if you've done everything right, as I said, we should be able to click on single player, and it's going to load So to sync everything, I'm just going to jump into just a random character. I guess I'll just go on this tutorial character because I don't want to mess up any of my real saves. And now you'll see there's actually a few different maps that we've got. So we have the Builder's Workshop map, which if you're wondering why there's so many, it's because some of them are on different difficulties. So you can see this is Master, we've got Expert, Classic, and Journey mode, which is part of the 2020 Journey's End patch. So we also have the Korean Moeum. We have all these maps in. We have the All Items map as well, which is pretty cool, and it actually shows you when it was created, which is also really nice. This says 0001, which doesn't make sense. Some of the maps don't actually have a real creation date. That happens for a lot of the older maps, but for a lot of the newer ones you'll see that it says created in 2020, and this Builder's Workshop one is created in May. So just going to go ahead and we're just going to start off with the first world. So we're going to jump into the Builder's Workshop world and just check it out if it works. We're just going to go on the tutorial character, and now we're actually in the world we just downloaded. This is actually super cool. So we already have a few different machines, we have a bed, we've set our spawn point, we've got so many different things. A lot of these are actually end game content which I haven't actually personally experienced yet, so I can't actually comment what a lot of this stuff are. So we have demon hearts, mana crystals, life fruits, life crystals, all the life items in here. Then we have basically an endless stock of platinum coins and a safe which doesn't have anything in currently. But this base literally has everything. I feel like it'd probably be a bit of a pain to actually run around though. Oh snap, I've just activated a teleporter. But this base is literally just constantly horizontal. Oh wait, okay, we've just teleported somewhere. So there's actually more to this base. So in the Builder's Workshop, we're actually in this huge place. So in here, we have different chests which are marked appropriately for the different items. Primarily these are the dyes. So we have different, and they're actually labelled as well. So we have teal, cyan, all the different colours are labelled. Also, I just got an achievement for Santa Claus being on the map, which I probably shouldn't have got. That comes with the whole territory of just going in a map with all the items. I will probably modify my achievements and actually remove that achievement later, because I don't actually want to have that on my account, because I haven't actually played the Terraria Christmas DLC or Christmas content yet, so I don't really want to have that achievement without doing that, so I'm probably going to remove that. But you can see all in here, we have chests with all of these different capes and clothes, we have all these rings. Basically all of the outfits in the game are actually in this base, and you'll see there's mostly it's actually really good FPS, but you'll see sometimes there's one or two hitches where it drops like 10 FPS to like 50. That's because this place is just absolutely full of stuff. And oh crap, okay, we're in some kind of edit mode. My favorite armor set is this really cool blue one over here. So yeah, we have all the armor sets in here. So now we're going to back off into another map just because I've proved that that one works. We'll jump into the same character again, and the next one is the Korean map, so let's jump in this. This actually looked really nice. So over here we have some pretty interesting architecture. We have kind of like a step up to this tower, and then this weirdly shaped cobblestone graveyard thing. I don't know where the inspiration's coming from this build, but this actually looks really nice. So you'll see there's a lot of stonework here. We can actually smash all these vases, all these vases we can smash. I feel like I'm actually breaking everything that I probably shouldn't do, which is part of the map. But so we have all this cool stuff. All of this stuff is Asian architecture. It looks like it's a Korean map, but it looks like, you know, the typical ancient Japanese stuff. And we can break off the doors. Obviously I'm probably not going to play this map, so it doesn't really matter if I break out and everything. I'm just kind of taking a little tour of it. And then underneath, the thing which was the most interesting for me is there was actually some kind of ship or airship, some kind of vehicle under here. So I'm going to go check that out. And if we run across, we can actually see it. This is actually pretty cool. So it seems kind of like a mix with the ancient Asian history inspired builds, but also with kind of modernistic things like steampunk in there, I guess, because there's actually an airship. Only downside is the whole map is located in the sky, and if you fall off like I did, you cannot go back up to the top again unless you have some kind of like flying mount, which I don't even know if that's possible. The good thing about that is we can actually explore the whole bottom of the map, which has all of these really nice, awesome Asian style buildings. So this is the Asian style map. These maps which I've been testing out are actually some of the most highest rated and downloaded. Just as an example, because I would presume that most people watching this video would probably want to test out like the most highest rated maps, just as kind of like a taster, just to see what kind of custom maps are out there. So that's the second map. And then the last map, obviously there's the different difficulties, we don't need to test those because it doesn't change anything, but the last map is the all items map, and you can only enter these maps with non-journey mode characters. So I'm going to jump in with just this default character, and I'm going to jump into the all items map, and it should let us in, and hopefully this will load. Now this is an older map, okay, bear in mind. So I still have some kind of item here. Wait, I'm in some sort of measuring mode, I don't get this. But yeah, this is an older map, so it doesn't have all of the updated stuff, and most of the chests aren't actually even sorted. So it's not as good as the first map which I showed you, which was the Builder's Workshop, but it still has some pretty good content. It's got the kind of classic basic houses that most of us build, not any kind of fancy building or anything. This is an ideal map if you want to test out all the NPCs and just mess around with stuff. So I'm not going to do too much in these maps because, like I said before, I don't want to unlock any achievements which I haven't got yet. I don't want to explore any content I haven't seen yet, but this is how to install Terraria maps. So I hope this was useful. Like the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.